How about Kurt Busch there, just backwards and trying to drive it backwards using the mirrors. Let's hear from Jimmy Johnson. Vince.
Well, the full range of emotions of the victory for Kurt Busch and the frustration probably for Jimmy Johnson after that early incident. The team was able to get the car back and get laps, but just your reaction to having your lead shrink down to just 73 points.
You know, it's still a respectable lead. I mean, you know, 73 with 2 to go is a good position to be in. And I hate that we gave up all these points tonight. Sam just lost it inside of me, and I wish he could have waited a little longer to lose it. I saw that he lost it later on in the race, and he can do that from time to time. I just wish he would have waited a little while longer and didn't take me out in the process. But it's one of those things. I mean, not much we can do about it. We're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But the guys did a great job to get this car back out on track to pick up a couple more spots, and we'll go to Phoenix and race. And we got 2 great racetracks for us. We didn't want this by any means, but we're still in a great position, and we'll go to Phoenix and race.
You remained in the car for over an hour as the team worked on the car in the garage. You stayed in there, helmet on. What was going through your mind during that time?
Just trying to play back through the crash and what happened, and if I could have done anything differently. And I could have maybe given him more room, but I would have had a more direct angle at the wall and would have, you know, hit the outside wall. So when I think back, I was just hopeful we'd get out. Hopefully there'd be some cautions and we can make up some spots. And the first report Chad gave me wasn't good. He thought we were gonna have to put the car in the truck. The car was so tore up. So as time went on, I could see their spirits lift, and I knew we'd at least get back out on track. And I started to focus on the things I needed to and quit worrying about the points.
Well, it didn't look very good, but what was the car like to drive there for those laps during the course of this race?
Wasn't very good either. That thing is beat up. It is not a fun car to drive up. We kept up at the minimum speed and made it.
Jimmy Johnson, he'll take a lead to Phoenix. 2 races to go.
Folks, it all unfolded back on lap 3 of the race, and Jimmy was talking about Sam, and that was Sam Hornish in the 77 car that came up across the track and just nipped him in the rear, and suddenly he would get hit again and then pound the inside wall.
You heard him talk about Sam losing. Actually, Sam got touched a little bit there, so I think once he sees that and understands that, he'll know exactly what happened a little bit more. Not that it's going to ease the pain any.
They had to rebuild the car, spent over an hour in the garage area, whole new front end, rear end watering system. They changed the suspension on the car, new rear end housing, new trailing arms, and he would lose 111 points here and now have only a 73-point lead. Look at that. How about that for Kurt Busch? Let's go down and visit with the second place finisher, Denny Hamlin. Shannon.
What a great run for Denny Hamlin. I know that this chase has just been so tough for you guys. How badly did you need the second place finish tonight?
Well, yeah, we definitely did, but hats off to Mike and this whole FedEx office camera team. It's just, you know, we had a really good car and just had a horrendous day in the pits. It seemed, you know, we just dropped so many spots on pit road that we just couldn't overcome that track position. And you know, I was trying to make something happen, got in the wall, and you know, ended up killing our car. But you know, the good part about that is I was now able to save fuel because there was no pressure from behind. So you know, I was able to save fuel, and you know, our Camry got the best fuel mileage it got all day.
Yeah, it was half a lap to the good, and Denny Hamlin made it happen. He also moved up to 8th in the points. Doc?
So a comeback of sorts for Denny Hamlin, being able to finish in second spot. And how about this young man here? He had never won at this racetrack, and he's able to win a fan $1 million.
It is a Miller Lite beer bath down here. What a celebration. They had to push you into victory lane here. Kurt, what is going through your mind with a few laps to go? You're like, are you sure? I don't need to worry about the 18. What's going on, and how much did it take to conserve?
Yeah, I saw him peel off a couple laps before us, and I wanted to get to him, but I didn't want to get there too fast. You got to save a little bit of fuel, but yet I knew what we had for fuel mileage. I was confident in my guys' numbers. They gave me what I needed to win today. A great Miller Lite Dodge. We were fast. We were playing cat and mouse with Kyle on restarts, and you know, that was the first true time that Kyle and I raced each other hard for a victory like this. And you know, for us to come away and knock him off his sweep he was trying to go for, it's bittersweet. I was rooting for him, but at the same time, this is for us and Miller Lite and Dodge. And I want to thank the fans. I want to thank Operation Homefront. They've been on our car for a few weeks, and it ends here with Veterans Day, and it's just unbelievable. And right now, Penske Racing, this team, we're on it. We're doing good, and just got to hit it solid. And thanks to Sprint, they do a great job with our series.
Operation Homefront, you see members of the Army here, servicemen in victory lane with you, Kurt. Let's talk about your crew chief, Pat Trice. And I talked to him today, and it's like, hey, a win would be everything. You guys have 3 races to go, 2 more now. What does it mean for you to get back to victory lane with him?
Well, I don't know what the future holds, and so for me, we got to get the best we can right now, and this is what Pat feels as well. He doesn't know what his future holds, and we just want to work together the best that we can. We want to give this the best that we can, and right now to come away on top, it shows our commitment. It shows this team's commitment, and right now back with the engineering department, I held them back from bringing this car, and they wanted to bring this car, and so I got to thank them, Tom German, our body hangers. This was something special. The engine was there for the power, and most of all, the fuel mileage, so thanks to Dodge for that.
And it was a brand new race car, and you brought her to victory lane in one shot. 29 races. Kurt Busch is back in victory lane.
Second win of the year for Kurt Busch, first ever at this racetrack, Texas Motor Speedway. He gains a couple of spots in the point standings from 6th to 4th. And unofficially, Kurt will be credited with leading 6 times for 89 laps. The backward victory lap, a smiling Kurt Busch. And how about a young man that won $1 million, Michael McGee, $1 million richer because this guy went to victory lane tonight.
Let's see how Mark Martin's feeling after coming home with a 4th place finish in Texas tonight.
Well, that is how you make up 111 points on the championship leader. Mark, would you ever anticipated that it could happen this way?
It happened this way in reverse last week. So, you know, I'm not really sure why everybody counts everything out. When it comes right down to performance, you know, you can't beat those guys, Jimmy Johnson and those guys. But it's not over yet. The top 6, though, I still kind of baffled at why everybody is so preoccupied with 1st and 2nd. The top 6 spots are being raced for like a dogfight. And I got 2 guys, 2 champions that knocked me out of championships, breathing down my neck. So the race is still on for all of us, and I just want to brag on Alan Gustafson and everybody on the Kellogg's CarQuest Chevrolet. We were junk yesterday. Fair at the start of the race. Halfway through the race, they hit on something, and it was a top 5 car. We clawed our way back into the top 5 with it. I can't believe it. It is so much fun to drive their race car.
Mark, 73 is a lot to make up in 2 races. How is your performance, and do you think you can go at least head-to-head with the 48 and see what happens again?
Yeah, we can go head-to-head with them, no doubt about it. At Phoenix, we led the most laps and won last time there, and we have no reason to think that we can't run strong at Homestead together. There could still be swings in the points. There's 2 races left. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm really blessed to get to drive their stuff and be in this position. And no matter what the outcome is, you know, we've given we've raced our guts out, and I'm so proud of this team.
For today, and now much more so with a shot.
Yet now, the track president here, Eddie Gossage, he's a big showman, right? So, you know the old cliche, it's not over till the fat lady sings. Yeah. He wanted to put the crown on Jimmy Johnson, so he hired this singer to come and sing at the end of the race. I don't think he anticipated the events of lap 3 when he had this little stunt plan, though. You think?
No comment.
All right. The other story of the weekend, mentioned Kyle Busch a minute ago. Tried to make the history, make the triple. He was dominant today. He led 232 of the 334 laps, and coming to 2 to go while leading the fuel tank ran dry. Shannon is with his crew chief, Dave Rogers.
Alan, Kyle Busch has already left the racetrack. We'll catch up with Dave Rogers. Obviously not the ending that you guys wanted, but a great race today. How would you describe the day?
You know, you were disappointed. This 18 M&M's Toyota Camry deserves to be in victory lane. I thought we had one of the best cars throughout the entire race, but just didn't work out that way. We're a little short on fuel. We had Kyle back down. We thought he was saving enough fuel, and I don't know, we missed a number somewhere, or we didn't get it full, or we didn't pick up all we thought we could pick up. I can't explain why we ran out. We'll take it back to the shop, take a look at it.
It's your first race with Kyle as crew chief. You said the most important thing today was just finding direction. Did you guys find that direction?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Mike Ford and Greg Zipadelli helped us out a lot. You know, they gave us a lot of pointers. We unloaded with the same setup the 11 car did, and just worked on it from there. And yeah, I think we learned a lot today. Right now, it's hard to think cohesively because disappointed in the results, but we're pleased.
Yeah, definitely a bittersweet day for this 18 team. Alan?